The gentleman from Manassas, Mr. Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise for a point of introduction.
Gentleman has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, today in the gallery we have a friend of mine, old friend of mine, Dr. Matthew Bartholomew, and his wife, Robin. And I know it's not something you like that we introduce old friends, Mr. Speaker, but I invited him down here today specifically to be introduced because of something that happened early last week. Mr. Speaker, I was driving to the Capitol from where I stay out in the West End, and I was listening to the radio station, and they began to tell a story on the radio about an incident that had happened down in Chesterfield the day before. And when they said the name of the hero in this story, I was very happy, but not surprised, Mr. Speaker. You see, last week, on one of the very cold days that we had here in Richmond, a lady down in Chesterfield drove off of the side of the road into a pond, a frozen pond. Her car was starting to become submerged in this pond. Witnesses pulled up, got out of their cars, and watched in shock, not sure what to do. Then Dr. Bartholomew arrived on the scene, drove up, stopped his car, ran right past the people that were standing there watching, not sure what to do, threw off his shirt, took off his shoes, dove into an icy pond of water. At this point, the car was waist deep. He goes up. He's having a very difficult time getting the door open. One of the witnesses gives him a rock. He tries to smash the window open, can't do it with the rock. The car starts to submerge more. He finally gets the front door open, goes to get the lady out of the car, but she had jumped into the back seat of the car to get away from the water. He can't get to her. The car is still sinking in icy cold water. Dr. Bartholomew's muscles are starting to contract and freeze, and it's becoming very difficult for him to move. Now he can't get the back door open. He starts to move back towards the edge of the pond when a Chesterfield County police officer shows up and hands Dr. Bartholomew his baton. Dr. Bartholomew was able to shatter the back window, get the lady out of the back seat of the car as the car is submerging in the icy waters. At this point, his body is starting to seize up. He's having a difficult time getting it back to the pond. Thank God the Chesterfield County police officer was there. He threw an emergency rope to Dr. Bartholomew and the lady in the car and was able to pull them to the shore. So, Mr. Speaker, I would like Dr. Bartholomew and his wife, Robin, to please stand up for a moment. And just to let them know, I want to say that this is a great definition of heroism, that a man here in the Commonwealth of Virginia would risk his life, risk orphaning his children, to react immediately and to save the life of a fellow Virginian that he does not know and had never met. That is a true definition of heroism, Mr. Speaker, and I'd like to ask this body to give Dr. Bartholomew and his wife a warm house welcome.
Doctor, I read the article in the paper, and I was just really taken aback at your instant action. And just thank you on behalf of all of these members for your heroic actions.